Hey, how are you? I'm okay. I heard some bad news yesterday. Groovin a music festival, a traveling music festival, goes to all rural places in Australia, like Canberra, Maitland, Bendigo, Townsville. Uh, it got cancelled due to lack of ticket sales, which I thought is quite sad because that's like I thought was one of the bigger, higher up tier festivals. And yeah, it's just, and tickets didn't even go on sale that long ago. It's so ticket sales must have been pretty bad for them to cancel the event that quick. But even though I'm sad it got cancelled, good on them for like notifying people like months in advance, opposed to other places where they know it's not going to happen and they just keep your money in, just getting interest. Then right near the event, they'd be like, "Oh, it's not happening," you know. Then it takes ages to get your money back. I had a festival like cancel me. Then like I had to apply to get my money back once. And I'm like, no, no, you cancelled. I shouldn't have to do anything. I should just sit here, and the money that I paid for your festival to get cancelled should be back in my bank account in 14 working days, if not sooner. But anyway, it's a shame because Grooving in the Moo. I mean, all festivals are put on for money, but this one, the organizers felt like they actually cared about the audience. It wasn't just a bunch of bands playing on stages. They kind of made it like a little bit of a nice experience. In Canberra, because that's the one I go to, is Canberra. It's such a great like event town, in my opinion. Like whenever there's an event on, like Groove in the Moo or Spilt Milk, it's just the city comes alive. Just this young people everywhere drinking, having fun. It kind of was like what I imagine schoolers would be. Just like, yeah, just 20-year-olds and me, a 30-something-year-old, 36-year-old. Just there having fun. And there's like always that like older couple who mustn't have realized there was like a youth event going on that day when they booked their holiday. And they just walk around confused, just staring like all these kids having fun. It's like, why is there so many young people on camera? Why are they drinking on the street? But yeah, it's same. I actually thought it was a really good lineup, and the people in the comments section, a lot of them are saying it's not a good lineup. People say that about everything. You have like the Beatles, Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, U2, all the biggest bands of all time on the lineup, and people would be like, it's pretty average. It's not worth $260. But I thought this lineup was good. But yeah, there was a lot of comments saying it wasn't, and that might have been one of the reasons why people didn't buy tickets. And I'm like, I thought it was good. It kind of like that Simpsons thing where Skinner's like, am I that out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong. It's like, this is a good festival lineup. Like, sorry, my cat just jumped up on the table. That's why I flinched. But it's a good lineup. It's Alice in Wonderland, the Kooks, Jungle Giants, the Ryans, Claire Roscrans. I think she's an up-and-coming pop singer. I saw her at Split in the Grass. She's pretty good. Giza from Wu-Tang. Jet, which is a strange band for the lineup. I'm not crapping on Jet. It's just they don't really fit the vibe of the other artists. And there's a few more artists. Mel C from the Spice Girls was DJing, which I thought was weird. I might have blamed her for this festival getting cancelled. Like, she might have been like claiming too much just to sit there and play other people's songs. I assume she would play some Spice Girls songs. I don't know if she had any hits of her own. I don't really know which one Mel C is. Is that Scary Spice or Sporty Spice? But anyway. But yeah, it sucks. I actually didn't buy tickets because I thought there's like no point, it would sell out too quick. But I was wrong. And I kind of feel bad because like, what if my ticket was the ticket that kept them alive, you know? But it was really close to Anzac Day, which is like a big public holiday in Australia to remember those who died during war, especially World War One. And Canberra's like a big Anzac Day place because they have the war memorial and stuff. And I'm thinking, the festival was pretty close to that day. I think it was the day after Anzac Day. So I'm like, all the hotels probably be expensive or already booked out because of that. And I would have probably called a coach down, but if I drove, I always get worried about driving on public holidays because of the double demerits. But yeah, it's kind of like, then there was another like music festival, Pandemonium, which is on Anzac Day, and it was meant to be at a place called the Domain, which is like the big Sydney Anzac Day place, which is funny. Like, who approved that? Like, imagine like, I mean, it wasn't exactly where the Anzac Memorial would be, but it'd be close by. And imagine like there'd be like a minute's silence, and in the background you hear like Weed's Teenage Dirtbag. But with Groovin the Moo, most realistically, it's probably like cost of living. It's so expensive to live now. Like, life is on hard mode. We're kind of like in the dark souls of life at the moment. That's another reason why I didn't go, because, you know, like travel costs and accommodation, you know, like, yeah, it cost me almost $200 to pay for my groceries, and I live by myself just with a couple cats. Cat food's so freaking expensive, you know, like, it's like, it'd be cheaper if they ate normal human food, but they refuse to because they're jerks. They had to eat the fancy cat food, which is really ridiculous. Like, I wish I could just buy like human quality chicken, you give it to them, but they're like, no, we want the fancy prawn broth. And I'm like, I can make you prawn broth probably for cheaper using human quality prawns and other ingredients. And they're like, no, we want this stuff. And I'm like, oh, hopefully this stuff doesn't get off the market because they only eat one type of food. Anyway, got to living. And speaking of Pandemonium, which is like another festival which is going on, which is on Anzac Day, they did a thing where it was a Valentine's Day deal where buy one ticket, get one free. Which, not buy two, get one free, buy one, get one free. And they were marketing it as like a Valentine gift. I think it's just the ticket sales for that was poor as well. And it's kind of weird. They announced this festival and then they didn't actually have much time to organize tickets. And it's a strange lineup. I think they're catering for like the older demographic, which is good because like older people should be allowed to go to festivals. I go to festivals of younger bands, and which I'm into, and the people I always refer to them as like trust fund kids because a lot of them probably are from like richer families and they judge me. But anyway, one of them accused me of being an undercover cop once and spat at me, which is stupid because like if I was an undercover cop, spitting on me, I could arrest you for. But anyway, Pandemonium. This is the festival Jet probably should have been on. So it's like Placebo, Blondie, Alice Cooper, Deep Purple, who I'm actually excited about. Machine Head's one of the best albums, hard rock album of all time. Dead Kennedys, Weedus, Psychedelic Furs, Gyroscope, which I'm excited to see as well. Gyroscope used to go off in the day. I used to like watching Gyroscope. But yeah. But yeah, even that festival is really expensive and it had a ridiculous booking fee, but at least like transport's free to that, though I'll probably drive. The venue they moved to is actually easier and closer for me to get to. But you think if they're doing buy one ticket, get one free, ticket sales are probably a little bit slow. I remember the Big Day Out did that once, my favorite festival of all time. And it was like pretty much the end of the Big Day Out. Never came back. I'm worried about Groovin the Moo. I don't know if that's going to come back next year. Like, once you miss a year, cancel a year due to like a ticket sales, a lot of times things don't come back, even though they say they are, you know. But we'll wait and see. Hopefully they come back, and hopefully no more festivals get cancelled. As someone who does events, like I do comedy festival shows. I've got a Sydney show coming up. Dates will come out soon. And I know I've had a few shows that got cancelled due to lack of ticket sales. And it is pretty, like, I don't know, upsetting, but it's alright because I don't put that much effort in. Like, I write my material, which I do put effort in, and the venue's there, but I imagine, like, organizing, like, a massive space, renting it out, booking bands from all around the world, making sure they have accommodation and transport, getting food vendors and people who work the festival, then only for it to get cancelled. I think that'd be really disheartening. And if this is the end of Groovin the Move, which I hope it's not, thanks for the memories. And I kind of wish I went there more, and I kind of wish I bought tickets for this year. Because, like, at least now it's cancelled, I'd be like, well, I tried. It's like those people when, like, a food gets taken off the shelves at the market, like supermarkets, like things which aren't getting made anymore, and people are like, oh, that's terrible, that's an Aussie icon. But it's like, you never bought the food. Like, if you bought the food and if more people bought that product, like, it would still be for sale. Like, companies aren't getting rid of it to be jerks. They're getting rid of it because no one's buying it, you know? It's like, I think I made this point before. If, like, Cadbury or Nestle or another brand sold human feces in a bag and they just sold it for, like, decades, then they decided, like, hey, let's stop selling this shit in a bag. You know, no one's buying it and it's disgusting. So they're like, hey guys, after March 24th, we will no longer be selling shit in the bag. We're discontinuing the product. People will be like, what? No, that's not the icon. We want our shit in the bag. And the thing is, sometimes they bring these products back thinking, oh, people maybe, like, or the people saying how good it was and how they want it back. Maybe, like, if we bring it back, they will buy it. And people are like, no, we're not buying it. So they take it off the market for the second time. But anyway, if this is the end, farewell, Groovin the Move. Thanks for watching. Kieran Dalton, out.